Arizona, Noah Fafita, 422 yards, 4 touchdowns, and interception. Then Ted McMillan, I told you, the best wide receiver in this conference is T-Mac. I told you the best quarterback wide receiver duo in this conference is Fafita and Ted McMillan. That was proven. Alan Bowman, 267 passing yards. Avery Johnson, 153. Rocco Becht, 267. DeQuan Finn from Baylor, 192. Donovan Smith, 135. Jake Retzloff, 348. Sam Levitt, 258. Cam Rising, 254. Jalen Daniels, 148. KJ Jefferson, 164. Shadur Sanders, 445. 2, Josh Hoover, 353. 3 Big 12 quarterbacks had more passing yards than Ted McMillan had receiving yards in week 1. 3. 16 quarterbacks in this conference. Only 3 of them had more passing yards than this guy had receiving yards. 10 receptions, 4 touchdowns. Second most receiving yards in a game for a Big 12 player all time in his first Big 12 game. The Arizona defense, not good. 39 points to New Mexico. Not good. The offense, elite. Oklahoma State, 44-20, a beatdown. 17-6 at halftime. I'm thinking, okay, South Dakota State's just, they're like that. They're one team in the FCS. They're going to hang around. They're going to be scrappy. No. Third quarter, we put that to rest. 38-13 is the score going to the fourth. And from there, smell ya. Ollie Gordon, a tough 27 carries, 104 yards, 2 touchdowns. Alan Bowman, 3 touchdown passes. Oklahoma State is going to be in the top 3 of my power rankings, likely number 2 behind Utah after this performance. Kansas State, I know what I just said about Oklahoma State. I know what I just said. Watching Avery Johnson, you told me he's going to be a Heisman contender. And maybe you give the like, hey, he's going to be a little rusty because he's still young. Sure. Wasn't a Heisman contender. DJ Giddens, 13 carries, 124 yards. Good. Kansas State overall, good. I'm not worried about you. 17-3, though. I just wanted a little more flash. Cincinnati, Brendan Sorsby, 383 yards. Absurd. Welcome to the fold, my friend. 38-20, since he looks good against a pretty bad FCS team. They look good. Iowa State offensively. Oh, Abu Sama, I wanted something more. Noel at wide receiver is just stupid good. We knew that. 8 receptions, 135 yards and a touchdown. Beck was good. The offense scoring 21 against North Dakota, not great. You holding the 3, great. 21 at home in the opener, Baylor. DeQuan Finn, you had me in the first half, not going to lie. Good, really good. And then he started doing kind of some stupid stuff. Baylor's defense, unbelievable. Ashton Hawkins, that touchdown reception, unbelievable. Did you prove you can compete with any Big 12 team? No. Sample size too small. But is Baylor a force? Can Baylor be a force with the athletes that it showed? Can the Baylor defense be scrappy and aggressive in Big 12 play? Yes. And that's not something that I thought I would take away from this Tarleton State game. I thought after a 38-28 Baylor win, I would go, well, that was kind of ugly. No. Offense was there. Defense was absolutely there. Good on Baylor. BYU? Oh, I'm sorry, Jake Retzloff. I didn't understand. I'm sorry that I didn't give you the true flowers that you deserved. Chase Roberts, knew he was good. Always been a Chase Roberts guy. But who's going to give him the ball? Jake Retzloff's his name. And he was impeccable. 348 yards, 3 touchdowns. Did you find your quarterback? I think the answer is yes. I said pregame. I told Ben Criddle this on ESPN 960. I said, I don't know that we'll find out today. Someone between Bohannon and Retzlaff is going to have to be elite in a category for me to say, and I'm wearing my Royal Army brand BYU sweatshirt today. Somebody's going to have to be elite in a certain category for me to say confidently after this one game, you're the starter. Jake Retzlaff, you're the starter. After the way he threw the ball, and 20 for 30 is not crazy, but after the way he threw the ball for almost 350 yards, watching it back, beautiful. And LJ Martin didn't have to be the only guy either. The fact that BYU was able to put this game away, be up by so much going into the fourth, they could coast and still score 10 points, very, very impressed with the Cougars and didn't see that. I did not think BYU would cover. They did it handily, 41-13. Then our friends from Arizona State, who jumped on and did not give up. It is 27-0 at halftime. Next thing you know, it's 48-0 going into the fourth quarter. And like Cam Scatabo didn't even have to do too much. It got to be a bit of committee for Arizona State. And I didn't see that part coming. The arm of Sam Levy, the leadership of a quarterback that can step up and game one, day one, do that. Oh, and the defense. Jeez, dude. Arizona State. Are you going to be dangerous in the Big 12? Tyson Brown, Jordan Tyson, Jake Smith, the amount of options that they were able to go to, the receiving game. Defensively, the amount of guys that stepped up and just made things happen. Look at a team totally, 3 sacks, 5 tackles for loss is not crazy, but it felt like Wyoming could never get into a groove, and you know Wyoming's a good team. You know they're a good team. They only completed 10 passes, 78 yards. They only ran the ball for 40 yards. 78 passing yards, 40 rushing yards. They didn't score a touchdown until the late Caden Anderson didn't even count, basically. Look, 2 teams lost. Houston, effectively 3. Houston, Texas Tech, basically. Just throw up in my mouth. Houston, Texas Tech, and West Virginia all were disappointing. I told you I didn't love Thursday's slate. Then Saturday kind of blew me away. Made me feel like this conference, as I'm watching Virginia Tech lose to Vanderbilt, that this conference is in a very good spot. Houston needs some serious help. They will get there in a couple of years, not this season. Texas Tech needs some serious help, and I don't know what to do for you. I don't. That was pitiful. Then for West Virginia, I don't know. Pick up the pieces. Hope. Cross your fingers. Dot your I's. Pray. Season's not over. You win the Big 12 and you get to go to the college football playoff. That was bad. But for BYU, for Baylor, for Arizona State, for Arizona, Oklahoma State, I'm so happy with where this conference is. Oh, and I can't wait to give you my power rankings tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. This has been Always Will Be Locked On. Thanks for making it your first listen every single day. Dose Grande.